Welcome to Young Startup Talent in East Kent, the final. I'm Julian Brazier, MP for Canterbury. Tonight, the local business community opens its doors to young entrepreneurs who'd like their businesses to grow with the help of investment of £50,000 worth of products and services to help make their business a success. Although running for the first year in East Kent due to demand, the initiative itself is now in its fifth year and has grown in strength, gaining more interest both nationally and internationally. Indeed, the founders are guests at the Youth Time International Conference that takes place in Rhodes this year. Young Startup Talent has even signed a TV deal with Latest TV, who'll be following the finalists and this year's entrants with a fly-on-the-wall documentary due to be shown later on in the year in December-January on Channel 8. With the strong support of sponsors, Young Startup Talent are able to help more entrepreneurs to start up their own businesses, and East Kent is no exception, with a huge amount of interest and entries. The process itself began in November 2013, where the team visited local schools, colleges and universities to search the local area for top ideas to put through to meet the judges and sponsors on a one-to-one basis for a speed networking event. Held in Sandwich at Discovery Park, the evening was attended by some of the sponsors and judges from the local business community, who were breaking down business plans and concepts to understand each business in more detail. Each judge provided feedback to further develop each entrepreneur and give them as much support as possible to take away with them whatever the outcome. The session ran late into the evening, with the business experts discussing each individual in more detail to see who'd go through to the final stages and be in with a chance of winning the £50,000 worth of products and services. Let's see how they get on. The judges, Bob Heapy. He led organisations in both the public and private sector, with over 30 years of experience in the construction and social housing sectors. He's the Chief Executive of Town & Country Housing Group. Matt Turner, Managing Director of award-winning design, marketing and print business in the South East, whose work also includes rebrands, marketing material and websites. He's also the founding partner of Young Startup Talent. Tracy Newton covers 34 newspaper titles, 13 online news sites, which include Canterbury Times, Folkestone and Dover Herald Express and Isle of Thanet Gazette. Director of World South East Newspaper Group. Pete Kenyon, holding 17 years of experience as a lawyer, specialising in information technology and media, focusing on helping startups set up their own business, ensuring commercial contracts are in place, and partner of leading law firm Cripps. Lorraine Nugent, founding partner of Young Startup Talent and director of leading PR agency, is able to offer years of experience of working with a variety of large and small businesses with media word waves. First into the den is 18-year-old Sammy Ali, who spotted a market for couples planning their perfect wedding. A new concept is designed to help the couples through the planning stages in a stress-free environment from the comfort of their own homes. Let's see if Sammy can bring her touch to the mass market.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm talking about my business, and mine is a network of wedding suppliers. So weddings is an event that people have dreamt of all their lives, from their perfect venue to their perfect dress, etc. On average, it takes 9 months to plan a wedding, with the average cost of £17,000 for a normal white wedding, and then double that, £30,000 for an Asian wedding. The Asian wedding market is £30 million at the moment and is expected to rise. And the average guest of an Asian wedding is 600 guests, which makes it very much of a hassle to organise a wedding, especially for those in Asian weddings. So this is why this is one of the many reasons why I want to open my own business in the wedding market, which is to create a network of wedding suppliers for customers to find online. The suppliers will be located in different categories, depending on the service they provide. The website will include 2 sections, one for the customers and one for the suppliers. The customers will have their own kind of portfolio, which will be filled with their personal contacts, interests, wedding information, like how many guests they're going to have, and they can upload any images that they're inspired online. So when you find a picture and you'll be like, oh, that's quite nice, I want that in my own wedding, they can upload it to the site, and then the suppliers can see what kind of theme they're going towards. If you go to page 2, there'll be the pricing of the packages, which will include Super Elite, which is £80, Elite, which is £60, and Prestige is £40, and Bronze is free, which is when they first start up. For the first 3 months, the customers will be joining the Prestige package, which is to kind of give the website a trial run and get as much content as possible for the customers. And the website will stick to one location at the moment, at the beginning, mainly going to be London, because it's the nearest city to here, and the place is filled with wedding businesses. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions. And this is a dress that most typical bridesmaids would wear. At the moment, this is like the latest at the moment.
Sammy certainly knows her industry.
Talk to me about your website. So, you factored in £649 for the site to be built.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to build a whole business like that with a front end and a back end and a mobile version for £649? Because whoever's going to do it, I need to be introduced to them.
Well, the mobile site is not actually like going to be created now, it'll be created in the future.
No. A mobile site and a desktop site is the same thing.
Yeah.
The difference is one is responsive to the other.
Do you know what that, doing a website like that, do you know whether you're going to actually have sufficient functionality to do all the things you want, or is that just a very basic entry-level website?
The package that they give has all the, like, you can have unlimited web pages.
Yeah, but it's not going to have the features and functionalities that you're looking for, that portal interactivity.
I think the competition is such, you must be really careful about how you're pitching it and how people might undercut you and how you're viewing the competition from the perspective of the things you're doing. But yeah, great idea and great spot for that gap in the market, I think.
Thank you.
I think you undoubtedly know, all about your subject. That comes across very, very clearly, and you've obviously done a lot of research and you just know about it. Yeah. But I think Matt is right. When it comes to the sort of subject that you're talking about, which is weddings, it's all about how it looks and how it feels, especially to the bride, as we know. And so from that point of view, it all has to be about the website and about how beautiful it is, because that's what's going to inspire a bride to come on and start looking around in the first place.
Have you got, because the business model relies on the income from the businesses, have you done much market research in terms of the price points, and also given consideration to how you're going to appeal to those businesses from the start? Because you need them before your business model starts to breathe.
I think it'd be asking around in the Asian wedding fairs. So I'll be attending to a lot of those because they're not that far. Plus I have my own car, so I can travel. And just kind of do like more target research into what they like and what they don't want, or what they want in to market for the suppliers. Maybe some things they might be struggling on to actually spread awareness to the brand, their own brand, and how we could help.
So you said just now that there's lots of other people doing a similar thing. So what makes you different then? How are you going to convince them?
Because I'm offering mixed weddings.
Okay, not just.
Yeah, not just tips.
Do you know that that's wanted?
Yeah, there's quite few.
Is that because different cultures joining?
Yeah, there's more likely to join together. I guess those kind of traditions where you can only marry like a certain.
Sure, that's becoming less common. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Next into the den is 17-year-old Karen Sanger. Her new catering business provides a new twist to conventional baking, catering for a wide variety of different clientele. In a marketplace where there's so many different recipes, styles and traditions, will Karen bake up a stall with the judges?
Hello, my name's Karen. How are you?
Very well.
That's good, thank you. So, what is Kenyon's Bakery? Kenyon's Bakery is a company that produces cakes that are gluten, wheat,
dairy and egg free. These cakes will obviously first be distributed through farm shops and grocery stores where my customers will potentially be buying them. Through my research, up to 15% of the UK population suffer from lactose intolerant. It's also estimated that 1 in 8 people suffer from celiac disease, and egg allergy is mostly common in childhood. However, it can be brought through adulthood as well. These numbers are currently still growing. And there's also another symptom that I have researched, and it's called IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome can cause dietary problems within people's stomachs, so they can stop people from eating certain substances that they want, such as egg. It could also be through meat as well. What makes Kenyon's Bakery different to other businesses is not only do we give gluten and wheat-free products, but there are also egg and dairy, which most products such as genuine gluten-free cakes don't provide. I would like to price my cakes for a pack of 4 for £1.75. I believe that this price would be affordable to everyone as it's not too expensive. It can obviously be targeted towards anyone. Obviously the parents and the grandparents will be buying the products, which can be for the children or for their needs, and I would also like to target to those who are not affected, as this will grow and make my target market bigger. For the future, I would like to produce not just cakes but other bread and savoury treats. Any questions?
It's a nervous start for the 17-year-old. The judges clearly like Karen's tasty treats.
Can I eat your cakes?
Yeah.
Is this cake a
gluten, wheat, dairy and egg free?
It is, all of those
Yeah.
things.
Topping as well.
Even the topping.
So where are you intending to make all these cakes from?
I would like to, I would start off in my mum's kitchen,
Yep.
and because I would like to target my local farm shops.
This is like a Mary Berry
And
moment.
once my
It's got a good
once
bottom.
I start getting a big order, I would then like to even purchase a small bakery store, or I would either rent out a small bakery.
Right.
While those judges are eating their cakes, can I ask a bit about sort of your marketing strategy? You spoke in your presentation about starting small, which is right, and working up. How are you going to actually attack that market? How are you going to go and actually physically sell the product to them?
I think before I would like to do social networking.
Right.
I know a mass market do use social networking sites to obviously contact friends, and as I am on social networking sites, obviously my friends will find out, then their friends, and it will obviously get bigger. I would go myself to the farm stores and obviously put up any advertisements that I would like to do.
Thank you. Well, you obviously won the first prize because Matt's been quiet eating cake for at least 2 minutes.
Have you got any more for us?
Have you got any more? It was really nice.
They're very tasty, but do you not think it's all about the taste, isn't it?
It is all about the taste.
When you sell it, so you are going to have to get people to try it, aren't you? And how are you going to get around that on social media sites?
It was a lot softer and moister than I thought.
Yeah,
it
it's actually really
I did
tasty.
bake them freshly today.
And I'm glad you said that.
Be proud of your product. Go and say,
Yeah.
this is an amazing thing I've created. You need to try it because your customers are
Because
going
to
love it.
make something that tastes that good without any wheat, dairy, egg,
It's fantastic.
it's almost like witchcraft in a bun. Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
You know, have you know, your local farm shops, I've got one sort of near me, and they've got kind of a little porch bit, and every Saturday there's somebody sitting there with a table who has got a new product, effectively.
Pickles, jams.
Yeah, exactly. And people are going up, tasting bits and pieces, and, you know, and then they've got some there to sell as well. And that's the way, as you know, as Matt and Pete were saying, that's the way to start getting into those kind of food shops.
Your product's good. Your brand's really nice. You're great. You just got to tell people about it.
Thank you, well
Thanks
done.
very much.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you.
you.
Well done.
Next to enter the den is 17-year-old student Valeria Resnick, who's bringing a creative new approach to audiences, both young and old, introducing them to green tea. Her new concept is set to highlight the benefits by using a series of inventive methods which have not yet been seen before. Let's see if this young entrepreneur can get the judges inspired.
Good evening, my name is Valerie Resnick and I'm here today to pitch my idea to you. By working with people of different ages and while taking part in different projects and events, I have learned a lot about their personal lives. I have gained more understanding about their problems, needs and aspirations. With those taken on board, I have come up with an idea to create a Healthy Me company brand. Healthy Me as a parent company will produce healthy products that will suit any type of customer. We will produce a high quality and organic product. It is to be enjoyed by people of all ages that want to have healthier lifestyles. Once established, Healthy Me will not only allow us to expand in terms of the production and the locations that we sell to, but also expand in terms of the production and directions that we possibly want to go in, as in product range. We can go from anywhere from food to drink and other products that are used in everyday to-day life. Zupolina Tea Game is a way to target young children aged 5 to 12 and their parents aged 25 and older to motivate them to drink green tea, and as well as find benefits of it and spend more family time together. We would want to start small and we would want to supply to local stores and other different locations as much as possible. We want to start small and grow over the years. We're aiming to sell 5,300 units in terms of base pack and extension pack within the first year, which would be worth of £17,595 in sales. With a £2,800 investment or loan, we believe that we can make Healthy Me profitable within the first year. Our main aim is to keep people healthy while having fun and having family time together. Thank you very much for listening. Any questions?
Can I just ask a question? The game, it sounds to me like you're marketing your entire launch of a business on a board game, which just in itself isn't particularly different. Is the reason you think the kids are going to pick the game because of the tea? It's the reason the adults might pick it, but you said the children might pick it. But what's the game got that's interesting for children?
It's quite simple, and I believe that people won't argue about it because the rules will be simple, so similar to snakes and ladders, maybe kind of type of game. And it's got the unique touch because it's kind of trying to make sure that people are aware of the benefits more than the actual game or the tea. The elements I'm going to include as well, the game counters that become, the tea bag holders that become the game counters, and the change colour straws that will kind of get them involved in more in the game.
Matt Turner queries Valeria on her mouthpiece.
Have you taken your product into your local Sainsbury's and said, I'd like to speak to the general manager, please. I'm an 18, 17-year-old student. This is my business idea. This is what I've got. How does it work in your tea and coffee department within Sainsbury's? Do you think there's a market for this product? Do you ever get lots of Lindas coming in saying, oh, I want a green tea with a game. Do you have any? And they go, oh, I'm really sorry, we don't. You know, that's what you need to know.
No, I haven't done that kind of research, but I have contacted a few companies that I potentially would want to supply to. Unfortunately, they didn't get back to me yet. So.
But I think it is new, and I think for some retailers it can be quite scary. So one thing I would say to you is look very carefully at your startup. You're trying to get in there quite quickly, and I think it's going to take a long time to get something like this established, to get a brand established. I'm just concerned that you're perhaps trying to run too quickly and just take a bit more time and think about it, because getting retailers to pick up a product like this, which is new and a bit edgy, I think would be quite difficult.
Can I just say though, I love your logo.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really strong.
It is, and I love these.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's a market out there for something like that.
It is. You could have this on a little stand.
They're really cool.
Kids
would like that.
These are my initial idea that I started off with. That was the basic, and I thought I could kind of develop it further and add a game to it and make it more fun. But maybe it is the way to going back to the initial and kind of keeping things simple.
You know, you could do little ones that go into cupcakes and you know, like a little, that whole
you could
moshi
have a
monster.
toothbrush holder
Yeah,
that looks like that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
I think
indeed.
we're done.
Thank you very much.
Next to walk in the den is 23-year-old William Ward, a graduate from the University of Kent. William's hoping to adapt in-flight entertainment, updating current systems to make them more viable for the future. An interesting prospect for judges to take into consideration. Let's see if his idea takes off with them.
Hi, I'm Will, and my company is Emerzo, and I want to create a brand new state-of-the-art in-flight entertainment system for commercial airlines. The first thing I'm going to do is start by using an Android operating system. At the moment, a lot of them are Windows-based, and they're very slow, sluggish, and they crash a lot. The rest of the market and industry are also moving towards an Android operating system because it's more reliable, it's cheap, because it's free, and it's kind of very easy to develop with. Airlines spend quite a lot of money on IFE systems. They spend anything from $2 million for kind of short-haul flights with a flip-down screens, all the way up to about $15 million for A380s. And obviously these planes are quite new.
Is that per plane?
Yeah, per plane. 30% of that, up to 30%, is roughly the cost of the software. So the rest of that is kind of the hardware price. So that's kind of how the software works out. And yeah, the IFE system is the second most expensive component on a plane after the engines. So airlines aren't afraid to kind of splash out a bit on a good system. I've also been talking to a hardware company who will be able to supply me with the hardware for the product. They're called Contron, they're a big global company, and they said that they're very interested to talk to me. All the financials in my business plan, I've kind of worked them out on kind of worst case scenario, so how much staff are going to cost if we were to be based in London, kind of the upper salaries. And also, most importantly, how much I'm charging the clients. This is literally the cheapest it could possibly go for. And obviously, you know, airlines spend up to $15 million on a plane. So the pricing structure is very low at the moment, and that's just to make sure that I have covered all the costs of running the business. So yeah, that's kind of the product. Any questions?
It's a thorough pitch for this entrepreneur. Will's clearly researched his business and identifies with the sector.
Can I perhaps start, if that's okay? If I could start with a question actually about competition. You have identified two multinational companies that are in this field. They must spend millions a year on research and development. If your idea's as good as it seems, why haven't they started developing a similar sort of solution?
Yeah, and that's actually a question that a lot of their clients are asking, because they're not seeing the quality coming from these companies. And what I've found out is the market share of the larger companies has dropped quite a lot in the last 5 or 6 years, and all the smaller companies are coming through. And I think it's really because the smaller companies have got more of a personal touch.
So how far away from proof of concept are you, and how much money do you need to get to proof of concept?
A lot. I mean, basically,
and how long is it going to take, though, do you think?
To basically get everything before it could be released, it could be up to 2 years.
But do you not think those, and I'm not trying to tell you, this is a fantastic bit of work, and there are many things that you can do with your knowledge, there's no doubt. But to do what you're talking about, you don't have 2 years. These things will happen very quickly, and you don't have the luxury of time. And that worries me, because these ideas won't be new in 2 years.
Yeah, obviously a lot of things is going to change in 2 years. So obviously over the process of developing the product, things will change. So if we see that, I don't know, all airlines are definitely using Google Glass, we will obviously add that in, work out why they're using it, because that is something that I'd like to incorporate.
It's tough. It's such. You could have the next, you know, the next amazing idea, that next groundbreaking, revolutionising idea.
Okay,
brilliant.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, Will. Well done.
Last into the den is 18-year-old Cameron Smith. Joining us via Skype from his holiday in Spain, Cameron's entering the final process virtually, which proves to be a bit of a challenge. Having found a hole in the market for cleaning services, this new idea could shape the sector and be the next big thing for many house owners. Let's see how he gets on.
My name is Cameron Smith and my business is called Clean Home Plus. So my business is based on home cleaning and security for second homes in my local area.
Yeah.
There's over 8,000 residential homes that are furnished and unoccupied, which means they are second homes. That's in Thanet alone. And the basis and the key of my business is to provide a local friend in the area where the client can contact my business whenever they need to, even when they're away. So it's all the household chores like cleaning, gardening and stocking the fridge. I think what really gives a bonus to my business is the extra mile system that we can have. Like we can recommend plumbers and carpenters for them, and also if there's any sort of break-in or if they need to go and check anything, we can always be on site for them. So the first 2 months I plan to do most of the work myself. I'll go around and make sure that I do all of the cleaning myself. But after the client level grows, I will then hire more people to help with the extra demand. And I do think that I will get a USP out of this trustworthy reputation, not by just having positive staff and a friendly service, but also having business insurance, where many of my competitors, such as independent cleaners, if something goes wrong, they are not liable for it. But if my business, if we would cover any accidental damage that's done. I also have this idea about an independent shopper card, which is a discount card that enables my members or my clients to get special discounts in the local area of places like hairdressers, independent coffee shops and independent restaurants, which I think would be good because it's not only benefiting my business, but I also believe that it would benefit the area. I am honestly passionate about this business, and I really feel like in ideal situations I would be so like to come first and pursue this as a career, because I do believe that I am a natural businessman and I am a natural leader, and I just wanted to say that because I know the situation isn't ideal and you're not even meeting me, so you can't respond from the way my body reactions and everything, body language, but I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, that's very much appreciated.
Cameron gives his pitch via Skype. It's the first time we've seen a video call in the den. Cameron's quick wit gets him on side with the judges. Cameron battles on through the technical challenges and issues.
Can I ask a quick question about the numbers of the numbers of second homes? It sounds quite high. Where's that stat from?
I emailed Kent County Council under the Freedom of Information Act, and they had to give information. So
Okay.
It's all officially from there.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
How are you going to market yourself?
How am I going to market myself?
Yeah.
I was thinking about going into the nicer sort of restaurants, the places where these types of people would go, and making really high quality leaflets to give out, and then having them, if they are interested, having a number on the back where they can call, and then give out a professionally made brochure that they can receive, and then go on to have a meeting with them, and also on local radio on the weekends, because that's when I feel they'd be around and listening.
What would you be charging as an hourly rate?
I would be charging £12.50 as the hourly rate for the cleaning, but also having a set minimum, like a base for the extra bits, such as just having that extra person here, which would be like a base rate of £50.
So what research have you done? Have you asked people that own second homes if they would use your service?
Yes, I have quite a few friends, and I've asked their parents away and asked them to be honest, and I have had quite a very strong positive responses from everybody.
Okay.
What pitfalls can you foresee running this business?
Well, I think I think there is the market for it, but making sure that we get into the market is
What part of the prize are you most in need of?
I would say the marketing. Marketing is what I want to go into anyway, so I want quite an input in that. But I would say that I need help with marketing most likely.
Okay.
Do you think that when you spoke to the council, do you think they would give you the list of people with second homes?
They aren't allowed to give me the list, but there are easy ways of finding out. I have contacts in estate agencies, and there are easy ways of finding out where the second homes would be.
You've done a good job, Cameron. You can have a drink on us tonight.
Yes.
Most definitely.
An orange juice.
Well done, Cameron. Thank you very much. Oh.
I'm going
We could have at least said goodbye, couldn't he? Right, I don't like him anymore.
Oh, bless you. Didn't get a chance.
I think so.
Guys, can we get him back to say goodbye?
We
Hi.
thought you hung up on us, Cameron.
I did, I was getting bored.
Young Startup Talent's search for inspirational ideas has completed its first year in East Kent. We've seen and worked with an exceptional group of young talented businessmen and women who now have the knowledge and business acumen to take their businesses forward. We look forward to keeping in touch with all of the entrepreneurs and following their progress as they move forward with their careers in business. The initiative continues to support young people in business and the wider community with the help and support of its sponsors. For those looking to enter or just find out more about the initiative, visit www.youngstartuptalent.co.uk. I'd like to thank everyone who took part in the Young Startup Talent project and wish all of the entrants the best of luck now and in the future.